So I have made my swap to Firebirds officially, and I've taken it not too far, but pretty decently far so far since rolling into it. And here's a dummy test real quick. Should be like 1.5 billion whenever it procs the Scorch and Hero Power. Okay, and then I just kind of broke into T8 today. Not speed farming it necessarily, but pretty comfy farming it. And so I'll run a map, and then I will share some findings and go over the current setup. Of course, build codes for the initial swap and where I am right now will both be in description. Something you should know if you're swapping into this or trying to figure out what to run for tapping strategy, just understand that, especially if you just swapped, you really want to run God of War. Yeah, you can see it's getting pretty tanky, honestly. Nothing to complain about. Where's the little cube action? Oh, come on. For the video? Not great. I mean, I'll take the FE, I guess. Alright. So yeah, that's a map. You can see it's a smooth mapper, of course. That's what it's made to do, basically. You just walk. So yeah, I'll go over the gear first, and then I'll just kind of talk about everything one by one and my findings and whatnot, things I've learned. So first of all, here's the Vorax helmet, which I don't remember if I was using. Let me check real quick. Was I using this on the My Creations Travkill? Was I using it here? I was not. Okay, so you can craft this if you're playing Chromatic Shot. Actually, it's still a big increase in DPS because you're dropping the spell burst charge speed additional reduction. So, you know, that's just DPS increase. But yeah, this is basic. Now, it doesn't have any ES on it, but that's fine. I made an upgrade today that takes care of that entirely. This is the body armor. I had used Agony in the beginning. I rolled this true damage mod in like 16 tries, which I think is fairly lucky. Now, it did roll minus int, but basically I had a +4 main skill level corrupted Agony, and when I put this on, the DPS was the same. I just gained a lot of survivability, obviously, and like 3k energy shield, so I'm obviously using this over that, and then I'll just replace, I'll either replace this true damage mod later, or just get when I get a priceless base, I'll try again later. But for now, this is what I've got, and it's pretty good. There's not really too much to complain about. This is the amulet, which of course, when I bought it, it was like 350 FE, and then like an hour later it was like 150. I was like, oh shit, I want to do the swap, because that's really cheap. So I bought this and corroded it. I bought it as like a 7% minus elemental resistance, and there's just something about me and these goddamn amulets. It happened last league too on the mana stacker when I bought my Phantom. When I corrupt them, they always reroll being bound and a worse roll than what I bought it at. So here I am with this shit amulet. But you know, it does the job for now. I will wait until they drop significantly in price before I try to get one that's better than this, because there's not really much of a rush. Of course, I'm using the budget belt. No blending affix because that stuff's really expensive for now. I'm going to upgrade the belt soon. I'll need all new hero memories because I'll spec into crit a little bit, especially using hero memories for crit because it's really value there. And then, because this doesn't let you crit, cannot inflict critical strike. So when I do that, I'll put +1 spell burst on the new belt. So, and that'll be a tremendous survivability boost too. So that's the belt. This is the ring. I bought this ring for 80 FE. Just the ring with the barrier mod on it, nothing else. I think they're still around the same price. So if you don't want to roll for it yourself, then there you go. I just made these ones today. They're all T1 except for this last spell burst charge speed over here. These didn't cost very much to make, actually, surprisingly. I expected them to cost a lot more, but they are pretty good. Nothing to complain about, once again. Now, this ring is interesting. This is one of the things I've learned. So, I dropped one of these at some point before I swapped, and it had 2 barrier shield on it. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know they could have that. That sounds kind of cool. Whenever I swap to Firebirds, I'll see if it's anything good about it. So, it is very good. I lose a lot of survivability over using like the ring that I had crafted previously. You can see, look at that survivability change. I mean, watch the resistances, right? Put it on. Massive difference. But the damage is like 40% more damage, I swear. It's crazy. And I think part of that is because we're losing barrier shield from the Ocean of Rock modifier that we would like to use, that we can't use anymore because of this. So for now, like, getting that 50% that we're missing from there is nice, and then I think we're missing it from somewhere else too that I can't remember right now off the top of my head. So like maybe it's just making up for those, and then obviously this 20, I've got cast speed as like the 3rd one because it was nice. Now you can get 3 barrier shield, but those were like 100 something FE, and I was trying to test it, not just buy it. But I think it might be worth to buy one, maybe. Either way though, this thing is actually really, really good for DPS, so if you can handle losing the survivability, then it is worth putting one of these on, because this is only like 10 FE or something. So consider it. It's pretty nice. The boots, these are all just T2. Or these 2 are just T2. Like, these are very cheaply rolled items that will be upgraded later, but for now they're doing what they're gotta do. I probably won't upgrade the boots until I decide to get a movement speed priceless base, and then I'll worry about upgrading the boots, which is pretty far from now probably, so they're gonna stay like this for a long time, I think. At least a moderately long time. Gloves can be upgraded whenever. I know there's like a pair of legendary gloves that give a bunch of fire damage with tenacity blessing thing, so that'll be a damage scaling vector later, but I'm keeping these for now because I really want the survivability for now. So like losing the 1 ring was already a pretty big hit, so I'm not taking another hit for that. Probably once I use the new belt is when I'll do that, because the new belt will make up for a lot of that. So yeah, that's the gear. Now let's look at skills. Actually, no, skills, save that for last. The tree, there's nothing new going on here, I don't think, but here's the prism that I have. Whoops. I picked up the Spellburst one, it didn't have any affixes on it, and these are the affixes I managed to roll. Now, at the time I got a steal. These were like listed at 160, and I managed to get one for 80. Someone like listed one like as I went to go search for it, so I got a pretty good deal on it. So I instantly sniped it, and I managed to get this weird shape, and 18 spell damage on both of these. So it's 32% increased spell damage on top of the 16 additional, so it's pretty nice. No complaints. This is the slate setup. The branded nodes are not rolled whatsoever. I might do that soon. They're just generic random shit that was slammed on, so very much useless in most cases. Yeah, it's barrier shield on that one, on this one, on this one has barrier shield and energy shield, which I should probably actually upgrade that. And this one is max spell burst, which this one could also be upgraded, because I think the max spell burst went down in price. And then I'm using shell, of course, and I managed to get one with ES and barrier shield. This was only 30 FE. These aren't actually very expensive right now. Yeah, they're down to like 10 FE, so those are basically free at this point. And what are these? There's one listed for 3. I think I may as well snipe that while I'm here. So I can upgrade this one. Now, yeah, that's the slates for now. There's not really much that's going to change here anytime soon, I don't think. I'm just going to re-roll the brands, I think, because I'm doing cubes, so I'm saving up a decent amount of these thingies. So once I have a super healthy chunk of them, I will re-roll those. Hero memories. So I'm still using one of these with all stats. I haven't really looked into hero memories too much because I'm not... It's coming soon. I am going to switch to... Is it Epic? I think Epic is the next tier, the golden ones. Because that's when I'll re-roll, roll for crit stats. So you can get 2 modifiers down here that would be crit stats / whatever else is useful for the belt crit swap. But this is what I have for now. So this is doing all stats with int, 2 max ES on that one. Obviously you do ES here with, got some cast speed, more ES. Movement speed, cast speed, spell damage. The spell damage should probably be something else, but I'm not really particular about it. So that's what's going on here. I think it would probably just be best to get one with the extra slot over here. I think that's like kind of like the best one you can really do. But the all stats is kind of cute, so I'm sure it's doing pretty good work. I guess I'll show my Pact spirits just because, like, they're not actually perfect at all, just to show, like, you don't really need good, like, perfect Pact spirits for this at all. Like, Squiddle is the only thing here that's actually ideal. And she's only level 1, which is giving me, just 16% more damage. Oh, something is really important here, though, and then the other one I'm using is this dude who gives, he gives Ellie Pen, which this is kind of like the budget, Dream Weaver who I'm trying to roll for right now. And then this is a generic bunch of damage, and then he gives some Ellie Pen as well. And these are the best options I have. So, let me talk about these Kismets, because this is something that I upgraded today. Upgraded to today. Because my Vorax helmet doesn't have shit, these are extremely effective for ES. These gave me, what was it? It was, I think it was 2.5k energy shield. Either that or 3.5, I can't remember, but either way it was really big. These cost me 100 FE each. So it was 200 FE to get 2.5k ES, which is a huge chunk of defense and damage. And I really wanted to do this early on because Energy Shield is the base damage of the skill. It is the most fundamental, like, first thing you should scale, because everything after that, you know, starting with barrier, then the effect of your barriers, then barrier burst scaling off of the barrier for its flat damage, and then, you know, spell damage and whatever else, all of that stuff starts with Energy Shield. So if you get that vector scaled first, all of the other upgrades are more impactful. So I really value stuff like this. So 200 FE, very well spent. I know that when I watched the Sergeant Rabbit video, when he did this, it was 350 each. So it was 500 FE cheaper this season to do this, and the prices were going down. So I strongly advise this if you're rolling into this character as one of the early upgrades, because it's just so nice to just have no pressure on your Vorax helmet being good, and the body armor just being tremendously valuable, and it being like the best scaling vector you have. So, and then I got this one as well. This one cost me like another 100. It just gives you like some extra area, which is nice when your God of War drops, because the AoE isn't exactly massive by itself. So for me, I only have 6 max spell bursts at the moment, so this is just giving me, on average, 30% skill area, because basically the way it works is the first proc doesn't have increased skill area, but by the time it gets to the 6th one, it has 60%. So on average, you just have 30% more skill area. So that's the Pact thing going on here. But I personally really like all 3 of these a lot, particularly these 2. Can't say, I can't harp on it. I can't praise it enough. I love this setup so much. And then for the skills, Barrier Burst, this is just the best links you can do. Control spell for now. This might change because of crit. I don't actually know what it'll change to. I haven't looked into that. But for now, without crits, obviously use Psychic Burst and then increased area and Grudge, which is 22.5% plus 15%, so 37.5% damage on this one. It's actually one of the best ones. And you'll see we have 100% uptime on Curse as well. And then Fire Explosion is just pretty good. Forced Start, because your hero trait consumes ES, and obviously you're just taking a lot of damage, and I don't have any ES regain. You can take Druid instead of Warlord, but you lose a lot of damage to get a lot of regain. But if you do this setup that I'm about to show you, you don't need to at all. So Forced Start forces your ES recharge to start, right? And then it gives a bunch of ES recharge speed, and it lasts 5 seconds, but if you take damage while you're recharging, it stops it. But if you use defense layers, it can't be interrupted for the first second, and then it also increases your speed even more, and you take cooldown reduction. But this, every time your ES drops between up to 95%, by the way, I have a pretty bad roll on mine, but it's still insanely good. So anytime it drops lower than 78%, this immediately kicks in, and if this is off cooldown, it will trigger it. And what is the cooldown? It's 6 seconds minus 25%, and this has another 14% additional cooldown recovery. So we'll say it's 4 seconds. So, and that's 1 second of that duration. It can't be interrupted, so that's pretty big. And then there's this skill too. Now, I want to point out that if you're going to follow the Firebird swap, I think I have Arcane Circle on. Use this instead. This is something I learned. This is another defensive skill. When it casts, it weakens nearby enemies, which causes them to deal 10% less damage. That's cute. And you gain Barrier, which is obviously just fine. That's nice. But you also get 12.5% additional Barrier shield while the skill lasts, which is a pretty big defense or damage multiplier. And this lasts 6 seconds. It's a buff that lasts 6 seconds. Now the cooldown is 6 seconds. And guess what? You can also link the energy shield activation medium to this. And this one I got. If you want this number to be higher than the other one, because if this one's higher, it will always proc first. But if this one procs first, then it might not hit the threshold on the second one, because you might recharge so fast that you don't hit this one first. So you want to hit this one first, so always have this number higher. This you don't even have to worry about, because it's 100% uptime. You don't have to worry about this. You will always be proccing this off cooldown. But take duration anyway, and then you can also put defense layers on this, so it even just makes that even better. So yeah, I love this duo. It feels so good. As soon as I put this on, I felt like I was immortal almost. And then obviously Shadow Dash with this stuff, you don't care about that. Scorch. Now, this is the way I chose to get 100% uptime on Scorch. I think it's 95% uptime or something. Regardless, it's 100%. So you don't need it unless you're fighting an elite. And so I just chose to use Activation Medium Elite. And this just means that it just always activates. There's no Activation Medium is always ready to go. The cooldown for the Activation Medium is 0.2 seconds. Okay, so it's always available. And Curse lasts 5 seconds, extended by 25%. plus 9% additional duration here. And cooldown is 8 seconds. So you can understand it's basically almost 8 seconds. So this is like up all the time. And if you're for some reason 0 DPS and you can't kill stuff when there's no rare around, then just press the curse yourself. I don't know how you could be down bad that much. You should not be running that content if you can't kill the stuff without cursing. And then these are the auras, of course. With the Lich setup, you can fit 4 Giga auras. I have only done Precise for Energy Fortress and Charged Flames so far because they're basically free, but Domain Expansion and Spell Amp are a little more expensive. And that is where it's at. I guess I'll look at the hero traits real quick just in case you don't know. I think it's basically the same as Chromatic Shot, but yeah, down here you take the Moon's B1, obviously. To lose max life and ES for more additional spell damage. This one just makes your thing auto proc. You don't have to press the button. This just makes you do like more generation for the actual active. And then this just gives you additional spell burst charge speed. So there you go. I will continue to be upgrading this character. I have cleared all of the base tier 8. I have not gone to 8.1 yet. I'm going to keep farming an 8 to make upgrades, and yeah, there you go. I will see you around.